Indonesia's Green Islam Initiative, a powerful movement that integrates Islamic teachings with environmental conservation. What is Indonesia's Green Islam Initiative? Indonesia's Green Islam Initiative is a broad and growing social, religious, and environmental movement. It leverages the profound influence of Islam in the world's largest Muslim-majority country to promote ecological awareness, sustainable practices, and climate action. The core idea is that protecting the environment, lingkungan hidup, is not just a scientific or policy issue, but a religious and ethical obligation, ibadah or worship, for Muslims. The movement is not a single, top-down government program but a decentralized force driven by a coalition of Islamic mass organizations like Nahdlatul Ulama, NU, and Muhammadiyah, which have tens of millions of members. Religious scholars, ulama and kiai. Grassroots NGOs and activists. Progressive government agencies, especially the Ministry of Environment and Forestry. University research centers. Context and origins. The initiative gained significant momentum in the early 21st century, driven by several factors. Environmental crisis. Indonesia faces severe environmental challenges, including deforestation, rampant plastic pollution, especially in waterways and oceans, air pollution in major cities, and loss of biodiversity. These issues are visible and affect the daily lives of millions. Theological grounding. Leaders of the movement began to re-examine Islamic scriptures, the Quran and Hadith, sayings of the Prophet Muhammad, and found a deep well of ecological wisdom. Verses speaking about humans as stewards or guardians of the earth, Khalifa fil Ardh, and teachings on avoiding waste, Israf, became the foundation for their message. Influence of major organizations. The fatwa, a non-binding legal opinion, has been a key tool. In 2014, the Indonesian Council of Ulama, MUI, issued a landmark fatwa on wildlife conservation for ecosystem sustainability. This made activities like illegal wildlife trading and hunting religiously forbidden, haram. More famously, in 2016, Nahdlatul Ulama and Muhammadiyah declared a fatwa on burning forests and land as haram, directly addressing the root cause of the catastrophic haze that blankets Southeast Asia annually. Key components and activities. The Green Islam movement manifests in various practical and educational ways: religious preaching and education, dakwah. Green khutbahs. Imams and preachers, dai, are trained to incorporate environmental messages into their Friday sermons, khutbah. They use religious texts to explain why protecting forests, keeping water clean, and managing waste are acts of faith. Eco-peasantry. Traditional Islamic boarding schools, pesantren, are being transformed into eco-pesantrens. Students learn organic farming, waste management, reducing, reusing, recycling, and water conservation as part of their religious curriculum. The pesantren at Tharik in West Java is a famous example, producing its own organic food and running on renewable energy. Community-based action. Waste banks, Bank Sampah. Many communities, often led by women's groups from Islamic organizations, have established waste banks. Members collect and sort plastic and recyclable waste, deposit it, and earn money. This tackles pollution while providing economic benefits, framed as a form of sadaqah, charity, for the community and the earth. Reforestation as charity. Tree planting drives are promoted as sadaqah jariyah, ongoing charity, a concept where the benefits of a good deed continue to accumulate for the person even after the death. Fatwas and policy advocacy. As mentioned, the fatwas against wildlife trading and forest burning have been powerful. They carry immense moral weight, discouraging destructive practices among devout Muslims more effectively than government regulations alone. These fatwas also provide a strong religious justification for the government to strengthen and enforce its environmental laws. Collaboration with government and NGOs. The Ministry of Environment and Forestry actively collaborates with Islamic organizations to spread environmental awareness. NGOs like the Green Faith Alliance, a coalition of Indonesian environmental groups, work to mainstream religious values into conservation efforts. main messages and theological principles. The initiative's messaging is built on core Islamic concepts. Humans as stewards, Khalifa, it is he who has appointed you vicegerents, Khalifa, on the earth. Quran. This is the central pillar, emphasizing that humans are not owners of the planet, but caretakers entrusted by God and accountable to Him for their actions. Balance and harmony, Mizan, He raised the heaven and established the balance. So do not transgress in the balance. Quran. The universe is created in a perfect, delicate balance, and human activity should not disrupt this natural equilibrium. Avoiding waste and extravagance, Israf, indeed, He does not like the wasteful. Quran. This principle is directly used to campaign against overconsumption, plastic use, and the wasteful exploitation of natural resources. Compassion for all creation, Rama, the Prophet Muhammad taught kindness to all living beings. This extends compassion to animals and ecosystems, making their protection a religious duty. The earth is a mosque. The concept that the entire earth is a place of worship, masjid, means that polluting it is akin to desecrating a sacred space. Utility and global significance. Effective mobilization. By framing environmentalism as a religious duty, the movement reaches millions of people who might be indifferent to secular environmental campaigns. It taps into a deep sense of moral purpose. Local solutions to global problems. Indonesia is a key battleground in the fight against climate change, due to its rainforests and ocean plastic pollution. Successes here have global repercussions. A model for the Muslim world. Indonesia's Green Islam initiative is seen as a pioneering model for other Muslim-majority countries facing similar environmental challenges, showing how faith can be a powerful force for sustainability. Building a holistic ethic, it moves beyond laws and penalties to cultivate a genuine, intrinsic love and respect for the natural world among citizens. In conclusion, Indonesia's Green Islam initiative is a remarkable example of a culturally resonant, faith-based approach to solving modern environmental crises. It successfully bridges the gap between religious devotion and ecological responsibility, proving that the pulpit can be as powerful as the policy paper in the fight for a sustainable planet.